For any business, it is important to understand the user or the customer segments that you have. And it is most applicable to technology companies and internet companies as well. And I'll explain this via an example. So, at SlideShare, we segment users based on different set of criterion. The first criterion is whether the user is a free user or he or she is a paid user. And so the product is by and large the same for both sets of users. But for the paid users, there are some premium services for which you need to sign up for a SlideShare Pro account, and that gives you certain sets of capabilities that a free user doesn't have. And it's important to model the relative size of these two user segments. What is the revenues that you are generating from these two? What is the cost of servicing these two segments? Because that has an impact on the overall economics of the company. This is most applicable to internet-based freemium services, which is what SlideShare is, where a large chunk of your users are essentially free. They're not paying you for anything. And but yet the role that they play is that they help you spread the concept and spread the idea. And the paying users are always a smaller part of the overall users. So that's one criterion of segmenting users. The other way that we segment users is to look at how did we acquire them in the first place. So you could have acquired them via search engines, or you could have acquired them via referral traffic, which is essentially blogs and social networks. Or the third mode is what is known as direct acquisition, where people knew about SlideShare and they just went and typed slideshare.net or slideshare.com in their browsers. So understanding the different segments, what are their defining characteristics, because what you'll realize is that every segment represents a certain kind of a user or a customer. That customer will come with a certain requirement. He or she is using the product for a certain use case, and so you have to make a judgment as to how much of resources need to be deployed for each class or each type of user, vis-a-vis the revenue that you are generating for them and the kind of impact that it is having. So this is something that we have done at SlideShare, and this is something that all technology businesses, and especially ones that are based on the internet, are doing increasingly. A lot of the people who come in via search, their user behavior is that they were searching for something on a search engine, and they found a SlideShare link, and they clicked it, and they came to SlideShare. They'll probably be on the site for a few minutes, and then they'll go back. The most likely way in which you can monetize that particular user is through advertising. So you have advertisements on the site, and chances are that some of the search users would be clicking that. So the monetization of search users is via this. Whereas somebody who's coming in through a referral traffic, for example, this person is likely to have heard about SlideShare on a blog or a social network, or maybe it's coming from a corporate website. And there is more likelihood that this user would sign up for your pro services. And hence, you would try to detect every time that a user is coming to you who's either a referral traffic, and maybe expose some of the pro features more to this user than you would to another set of users. And at the back, you're always trying to model, okay, so what is the percentage contribution of each of these user segments? What is the per user cost of servicing that user? Or that particular segment, or what is the per user revenue that you are generating, and basis that that's how you are building up the economics of the entire business. And you need to constantly monitor that and make changes based on current plans.